and welcome to special edition number 8 of Headline Heroes, a comedy podcast where we take today's headlines and create a comic book origin story. My name is Drew Mick.
I'm Nathan Haynes.
And I'm Tanner Ackerman.
Well, right, I know we got right back into it, and we started doing the OG Headline Heroes. And we said, what was it you said, Nathan, to me that one night?
What did I say to you?
Yeah, what did you say?
I said the people don't want this garbage, Drew. The people have been clamoring for more special editions. They hate that old shit.
Yes.
Listen to this new shit. And I held up a phone to you. It was like in that movie. Oh, it's from Back to the
Yeah, it was when he was back in time at the Under the Sea.
Sounds like
Here's that new sound you're looking for.
Sounds like a bad movie.
Speaking of...
speaking of bad movies, which Back to the Future is not one of those things.
So we are all together. They got in their cars and they drove to me. And for a long time, I think we talked about it in the past. But for just a refresher, I don't know how we got onto this movie. It was on our radar. But I mentioned it and it just looked horrible. So Nate took it upon himself to buy it for me and send it to me. It's a movie called Thunderpants. Thunderpants.
How long have you owned this movie?
Oh.
Over a year now.
Over a year.
I bought it online from Amazon when Libby and I were in Disney World last January.
Libby like, Nate, let's go. You're like, no, hold on.
I'm buying a movie for Drew.
Gotta buy this. Oh, what movie? Is it a good movie? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine, I don't know, I assumed you had to have had it for like a day because you had to rip the plastic off of it in order to play it.
Oh, yeah, just came in the mail, so that's why it was never
open. It took all
open.
your energy to not just rip into this awful, awful movie.
Mm-hmm. So for a long time we've been talking about getting together and watching it, so we finally did it this time. And boy, was it not what we expected.
No.
Do we want to talk about what we expected or actually talk about the actual synopsis?
You know, why don't we talk about our predictions for the movie a little bit? Because maybe we talk predictions and then what actually happened, and then we can sort of get into the rest of the episode. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
So we had ideas with each other about some things that may be funny things we would end up seeing in this movie, stereotypical things that might happen in a movie based around farts. And so we said, it'll be so much fun. We'll come up with some predictions ahead of time, and we'll see if they come true.
For just a small thing, the movie is about a boy who farts a lot.
Yep.
And gets special pants, and it allows him to do special things with his special gift of farting a ton. So, here, Tanner, what are some of our predictions that we made about the movie?
One of them that we all kind of made a little inside bet on even was that, someone would gag or vomit because of the smell of the fart.
There was
at some
gagging.
point.
So that's true.
There was no vomiting, though, and no, just not the way I expected it. And, Nate had bet that 3 people would do it. You'd bet 4, I bet 6. I don't know, maybe 2 people did.
Yeah.
People,
there was a crowd.
People would run away from the stink, but there weren't people, gagging.
There were times
there really wasn't.
There were times where they would run away from the stink, and then he would just be farting a ton, and people would just be totally ignoring it for the sake of the comedy.
It was super inconsistent about if the fart sucked. Also, if he could hold it in or not. There were points where, he literally had to fart constantly, and then it was like, hey, fucking fart now. That's the time to fart. And this kid was the dumbest motherfucker alive. Had to be like, oh, okay, I'll fart now. I didn't realize I was supposed to. Even though in any other situation when I wasn't supposed to, I fucking did.
All right, what else we got for predictions?
We had that he would comically crash because, okay, so on the cover, the DVD case, it shows him with his arms up flying with the farts coming out of his butt. He's flying.
Superman pose.
He doesn't fly in this movie. It's just not anything that happens. So comically crash didn't fucking happen. We have...
You're getting so angry about this.
I know. I get really worked up when I think about how shitty some things are. Movies specifically. But so we had fart over swear words, which never happened. In fact, they just swore.
Yeah, it was this British movie. They were just saying all sorts of things.
Saying ass. Yeah, the kid was talking about how he would make noise with his ass and shit.
Arse. I have a problem with my arse.
Yeah, and they said goddamn and stuff. Nothing was ever censored by a fart.
Yeah. I thought that a fart would give away his position, he was trying to hide from someone and he would...
Yeah.
Nope, never happened.
Nothing like that.
No situation like that.
So what did happen in this movie?
We thought maybe he would light a fart on fire at one point.
It
did kind of happen.
We technically got that right. Based off the scene at Not NASA.
Not NASA. And then, isn't there one more?
There was the one where we thought in the end, he would, like the closing scene would be he meets a girl and she farts. And it'd be like, oh, okay.
Oh, love
Is that enough
interest.
for a love interest? Kind of little thing, but no, there were no women.
I did predict last minute that his best friend, who was played by Rupert Grint, Ron Weasley.
You called that.
Like last minute, I was like, oh, I bet his friend is not able to smell. And then they said he can't smell, and that's why they're best friends. Although in a deleted scene, which, God, yes, we watched those, he farted in his friend's face, and the friend could smell it, so inconsistent at best.
A real disappointment.
Yeah, real just bad. We were kind of expecting it would be more of a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Because he has these special powers and he gets special pants, but basically, in the movie, it's this young boy named
Patrick Smash.
Patrick Smash. Smash that subscribe button.
Just a name.
What?
Yeah, they could have had him in
fart
like
pun or something.
No, it's not.
P. Fartley or Fred Flatulence.
It starts with him being born, and he literally flies out of his mother's womb and is caught football style.
Yeah,
so
like
that was pretty cool.
like a punt. The doctor turns into a punt returner and has to catch the goddamn baby on the move.
Yeah. And then like the kid grows up, he can fart a ton, and the dad keeps trying to solve the problems. Eventually, the dad is hurt so much by the farts. Apparently, he's in a full body cast at one point. He just leaves.
Yeah,
that was pretty depressing.
With the wife begging him not to leave, and like he's kind of like smacking her hand away from the car door even while he drives off.
So yeah, the dad just leaves.
It's so fucked up.
It's very sad. The mom starts drinking. Kid grows up, meets his best friend.
Well, by grows up, you mean he's like 9.
He's like 9, yeah. And that's apparently this whole movie takes place in a matter of 26 days, so keep that in mind. Meets his friend. His friend helps him design pants that can contain his farts and disperse them safely, basically.
His friend played by Harry Potter's Rupert Grint, who is an inventor genius, but also they played off like he's known him for 5 years or something or so. Up until that moment, he had no fucking clue that Rupert Grint was like an inventor. And
yeah.
He's like, wait, what do you do?
What do you do again?
What do you do, my best friend that I spend every day with?
Hey, what do you do, Tanner? I don't even know.
I invent things.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
Damn.
Embarrassing.
So, eventually, like, Rupert Grint's character is called away to be on a mission because they've been alluding towards the fact that there are astronauts in orbit that are in danger. So, he gets taken away and has just vaguely said that, oh, he's in another country. So, Patrick gets an opportunity to tour with an opera singer.
Because his fart can hit the highest
note in the world, they say. And Patrick agrees to go on that trip because he knows he will be going to other countries, so he hopes to find his friend, Rupert Grint. So he tours, and eventually, the last one, they are discovered that the boy is actually the cause of the high note. This other opera singer goes up and accuses him, and ends up dying because the fart that was released previously loosened a spotlight, and it fell and killed the guy. So then, of course, charged the kid with murder, as you do.
Yep. So then he's sentenced to death by firing squad,
As you do.
Not a joke.
Yeah, not a joke at all. 100%. They were going to shoot that kid. But then, car drives up, and he is recruited by the same government agency that recruited Alan.
Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
Paul Giamatti's there for
Don't
some
leave
reason.
that out.
You can't leave out Paul Giamatti. Also, Stephen Fry was in an earlier scene.
Yeah, he was the lawyer that convinced everyone to sentence a child to death by firing squad.
Death by firing squad. Can't let that go. So they recruit the kid. He reunites with his friend Alan. It's more of a movie about friendship, really.
Yeah.
Well, in that he is a
Farting machine.
Yeah, he's very dumb.
Mm-hmm.
All he's worth is farting to be a machine to propel the rocket.
Yeah, so...
And that's basically it. Like, and in the end, like, the kid even says that.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm not very smart, I'm not good at anything, but I did fart to make this rocket fly up. That's all I'll ever be worth, though, so after this moment, I will have no value again.
They strap him into a rocket to go up and rescue those astronauts. Been up there for 26 days, and he's already toured around the world.
Well, also, they had time for Rupert to build that machine to win the flying competition, too, which I think is what caught the attention of the...
Yeah, there was a flying machine. The first flying machine was literally like a hover car that's run off farts.
Yep.
Damn.
That was a rocket to space.
Yeah, then Thunderpants 3 was rocket to space. Goes up, rescues the astronauts, comes back down, is a hero. The end. right?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
the parade, the ticker tape parade.
There was a ticker tape
Yeah,
parade. There were also some bullies in earlier scenes where he got his revenge by farting in their face.
He farted like a mushroom cloud explosion.
Yeah, there was a sonic boom. So that was that. So I think what would be fun for us, we were originally thinking we would pitch a sequel to this, but no God
please no.
would allow that
No.
to ever exist. So I think what we're going to do is do a reboot of it, except with our vision of how it should have been.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so, I mean, first of all, I would have made a movie of the kid whose farts make him fly. Like what was on the DVD case.
Yeah, on the DVD case. Did we already say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I mean, just for starters, it'd be a kid who, like, he flies, and Rupert Grint would be, like, his cue, like, to, like, James Bond.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd still be stupid.
His kid in the chair.
But at least be, like, kind of entertaining stupid and not, like, dark. Like, why is this marketed towards kids stupid?
Yeah.
And so it'd be more along the lines of the stuff we were describing here. Like, he's, you know, trying to catch, like, a local bad guy. So, like, there's probably some bad guy who has some plan to, in some way, take over the world. And it involves, like, the big pep rally that's going to be at the end of the month in the movie. You know? So he's, like, farting around town. Trying to chase this dude down. And there's one scene where he's, like, on a stakeout with him. He lets it fart out, and, like, the dogs notice him, so they chase him, so he has to fart away, and he farts in the dogs' faces. And the dogs are like, P.U. somehow. You get a CGI dog that's pinching its own nose. You know? Like that.
That's the whole movie.
Would have been a better kids movie.
This has been Headline Heroes.
Like, I wouldn't have had an alcoholic mom who in every scene
There was an alcoholic mom.
She just taking a drink from a flask. That actually happened in the movie. Every scene she had a flask.
Okay. We're not talking about the old movie. We're making a new one. Stop.
New one.
I can't not talk
What are
about
the origins of his powers?
All right, so I think what
I think same thing.
He's just born with it?
In the
Part of
canon of the
bunch.
movie, I did like he had two stomachs, and apparently he was able to. And apparently the concept of two stomachs was enough to be like, that's our engine.
Yep.
But I think he's born with two stomachs, and it takes them 9 years to figure that out. But anyway, I think we need a villain. And could it be someone who was already introduced in the movie?
I don't know.
I just thought Paul Giamatti was somehow going to be bad. Or that the guy
bad.
who was the head of NASA was actually secretly an asshole who was going to be...
Well, at one point, that guy was talking about he's just a tool.
Yeah, he refers to the kid
But,
as...
Like it's going to kill them, but our boys will come home.
The way they describe... No, the way the music playing with everything, like when he was calling him a tool, like it made it seem like, oh man, this is really inspiring. Like he truly believes in this kid. But he's calling him a tool, an item to be used.
Yeah, an item to be used.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very good. Anyway.
What if what if it was the sister?
Oh.
Because she was so mad at him ruining her life and her parents' lives that she turned to a life of evil.
What'd she do?
I don't know, but we're working
Brings
on
Dad back.
Brings Dad back. Dad's dead. She reanimates him.
I'm trying to think, what do we know about this sister? She just ate an entire plate of beans.
She loves beans,
She
and
loves
she
beans.
reads books, I think.
She likes books.
And in the end scene, when everyone was like praising the kid, she just said, "Who cares? I still hate him." Like word for word, said she hates him. So she does. Yeah, she'd probably be a good villain. So
Right, it's the sister.
What's her plan? Is it gonna be at the pep rally, like I said?
Is
or
it
do we
straight
throw
up
it out?
revenge against her brother?
I think it's revenge against her brother.
So
Okay.
she's trying to
Maybe she's going to try and light
embarrass
that
him.
methane on fire. Just blow that kid straight up.
Oh, she's gonna cut a hole in his like Thunderpants and fucking light
A
it.
little lighter.
Maybe
Much
what it
worse.
is he's doing all this stopping small crime, and people love him. So her plan is to, and maybe she goes through with it and it works, to do something that blows up stuff and makes people think that, oh no, he was just a ticking time bomb. He destroyed that orphanage. Here's what. I got it.
He's got it.
I got it.
Hey, you got it?
So he's been doing all this stuff, and he's saved a lot of people. So people are like, "Oh boy, we're gonna open this orphanage, and it's gonna be in your name. We need you to do the ribbon cutting." So he goes and he's standing in front of it. And he's gonna do the ribbon cutting, but like she comes up behind, or she presses a button, and the pants open, and it blows down the entire orphanage, and everyone's puking. And everyone's
just vomit everywhere.
And they're like, "Why did you do this? Why could you? Why the
children?
children
You could control it.
The children." And he's just like, I'm sorry." And then he goes into a spiraling drinking binge.
That'd be great. That would be so great.
It's like apple juice.
Can the so say he's like been taking out like small local crime like mobsters. So then like there's a meeting of the mobsters, kind of like in The Dark Knight.
We got to do
Where
something.
they're like, we gotta do something about that. And then in walks the sister.
Ha.
And she kills one of them with a pencil to earn their respect.
Ta-da!
And then they listen to her plan. And then she just does that.
Why did you kill Frank? Like, and then like the scene ends with like, I have one question, or what do you need? We can give it to you. And she's like, one thing. Do you have any beans? And that's how the scene ends. But what does she do? Like, is it literally just does she sabotage the pants? And
Yeah.
and she was unique, and they weren't able to get close to the kid, but she, as his sister, was able to.
I don't know. Or maybe they're just like, why did you kill that dude and have us join you for something you could have done on your own anyway?
Maybe she
Never. If you're good at something, never do it for free.
Yeah, that's true.
Does she somehow step in at the last minute? Like, she sabotages his pants and, like, the orphanage is about to go down, people are about to get crushed, and then she somehow sweeps in and prevents it from happening. Everyone thinks that she is a hero.
The orphanage needs to come down.
Okay, the orphanage is coming down,
But maybe it was going down on top of some orphans.
and then she manages to save those people.
She gets the
Somehow
orphans.
I was
she's the
pretty
hero.
big on the orphans getting crushed, but I guess we
Okay, well, somebody's car was going to get, like, backed into.
Or someone needs to be crushed. Well, the dad wanders in.
the dad comes back. He's like, actually, I do love you, son.
Son, I want to make amends. Where's your mother? I'm gonna hug and kiss her so much, and then he gets crushed. Yeah, that's good. It's good. So yeah, now she is raised up as the hero, and he is drinking.
And what is her plan? Is she going to work with the mobsters to basically, like, get control of the city?
Yeah,
Control the beans.
yeah.
The
But, like-
beans must flow.
The beans must flow. Fucking Dune. Yeah, but like, what? How useful is she after? Like,
She's the public facing
okay.
person now. Like, she's everyone that respects her, and but all the mobsters know that she'll work with them.
Okay.
So she can get it into, like, all these places that they would maybe have a way to get into. Rise in power. But
They
got
build
someone-
Orphanage Point 2 or 2.0.
Point two. It's like
Point
6.
2 point orphanage.
Ooh.
And it's in her, and there's like a montage of her like
her.
ribbon cutting, and it's a newspaper.
Flash the
Yeah,
camera.
it's just spinning. All the while, he's really sad. What's his friend doing? What's Rupert Grint doing?
Trying to convince him to get back out there. There's no way. He checked those pants before they went out. How did this happen?
And they look at. I gotta show you. I've been looking. It was sabotaged.
He finds a pair of scissors in Patrick Smash's sister's room. Rupert Grint does, and he's like, figured it out. Scissors.
I don't have this.
That's the proof.
Smash
People
sister.
cut with scissors, and there was something cut on there. So I'm
Oh,
thinking.
put two and two together. I'm very smart.
He figured it out. So then he shows him the evidence, and that's when Patrick's like, "Oh my God, you're right. We didn't screw up."
Oh my God, you found scissors, says Patrick. That's all he's got.
So then he's back.
And he's just like, what are we gonna do? It was your sister. And he's like very mad, and he wants to take revenge against his sister.
So then
So
he
then
walks into his sister's room. He
She's-
shoots her in the fucking head.
He farts
and
her
at that,
head off.
and she jumps out of the way, so it ends up going through the window behind, and the dad emerges from the rubble. I'm sorry about everything. I've won the lottery, and then he gets shot.
I'm going to therapy. Oh no!
Or what? I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
spend every cent of this on you and your mom.
What if he like goes to interrogate his sister and he just like starts farting a bunch in
Well,
the room and not letting her
You're
out?
right. We haven't been doing a lot of fart stuff.
Like he's farting,
No,
stanking it up
is
to make her tell the
she
truth.
still living in the house with his mom and him, or is she like in some penthouse somewhere?
Well, I don't know. Maybe that's it. He like goes into the penthouse and like he locks the door,
Flies up.
closes the
And
window.
at this point, she has been kind of like she doesn't think her cover's blown, so she lets him in. Like, oh hey brother, what's up?
yeah,
Doing all right?
and he just starts farting
And then
the
he-
most concentrated, pure, uncut fart you can.
Oh,
Cotton.
Ripping some cotton.
Ripping that cotton. Yeah.
And it's a really graphic torture scene, and like she starts bleeding from her eyes while she's screaming.
What's wrong with you?
I thought we were going for the gritty reboot.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Dial it back. Let's gritty.
Yeah, let's gritty. We don't need to kill this sister.
That sandpaper, oof, ouch, too rough.
Too
Dial
rough.
back the grit.
So he just farts a bunch, and she finally admits what happened, and then he opens the window so she can breathe.
And yeah, and she's just like, but you can't prove it. You can't prove it at all. And then like hovering in a jetpack outside the window is fucking Rupert Grint with a recorder. And she's like, no. And then is that it? Is that really? There's no final like fight scene.
There's gotta be. How does it happen? What happens?
She is arrested, I guess.
Okay.
But on the way to prison, she's rescued by the mob. And
they inject her with farts.
No, they inject her with beans.
Okay.
A rare bean fart mixture.
Because beans make you fart, so that's fine. They inject her with beans. So like then
is she able to fart then?
Yeah, she's got these fart powers.
She's able to fart. Okay.
Hers are more unwieldy, uncontrollable.
Yes.
They're dangerous.
She's also this really sick green-looking jaundice color.
Yes. So that's the final showdown.
So she escapes. The mob does this to her, but the mob is kind of using her to like, all right, yeah, it was all her.
The diversion.
So yeah, it's kind of a diversion to be like, oh, it wasn't us. So yeah, then she goes to 2 Point Orphanage and is holding up the orphans, and then there's a camera like, come out and play, little brother. And she sends it to the news.
Some of the hostages are like holding their nose, like "pu."
There's a like she farts and like a tree that's in the background just like loses all its leaves.
How did that not happen in this fucking movie?
Yeah. So this movie was just bad, but not like, that's kind of funny, but really bad. It was just it wasn't bad. It wasn't a well-made film.
Yeah. Cool. Good flick.
Yeah. Cool.
Good flick. It was super serious most of the time, honestly.
Yeah. Side note, I do love how we watched the deleted scenes, and half of them were just him walking down the street. That's all it was. Oh, you cut that, huh?
Why?
Oh, I wonder why.
Made only better by the fact that they don't bother putting music in for deleted scenes, so it's just like silent videos of him walking from one place to another.
All right, so he goes to confront her. What's his plan going in? Does he have some sort of secret plan that involves Rupert Grint?
Does it have to?
I'd like to imagine Rupert's probably there for the final confrontation.
Maybe Rupert came up with a new fighting tactic.
Maybe Rupert found a way to...
It's called cup souping.
Maybe what if they put some Thunderpants on her?
Keep it cupped and you put it over their mouth.
No.
You got some crackers for that soup?
Cup of soup. You never cup of soup yourself?
No, why would I do that?
Anyway, what are we talking about?
No. I want to hear more about cup of soup.
No, I think we're good. I think we're good enough.
So that's not how he's going to defeat her?
What if he defeats her by getting her into some Thunderpants? Because she's not wearing any Thunderpants. But maybe it's the first Thunderpants, the ones that weren't designed to make them fly.
So these are the Thunderpants that like trap your farts in a lunchbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's a pretty good idea.
But how does Rupert Grint get in there?
Yeah, like it's one of those things where like he's like on the sidelines watching as they're like fighting. They're flying in the air, running into each other, and like,
can she fly?
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
Now, does her farts smell bad to him? Probably.
For the first time,
you only like your own recipe. You don't like others.
Get that original spice.
Get that spice in there.
I mean, I don't know. Like, you know, when you fart and it's a good one,
you're like,
oh, that
giggling.
smells bad. And you're like, you know it smells bad, but you can sit there and it's fine.
And everyone's puking around.
But if someone else farted and you're like, oh, that smells bad, I'm going to vomit now instead of just like, oh, I can sit in this. So it's like that. Like, they're both.
So, I don't think she can fly. He can fly, but what if she farts and makes him fall from the sky?
I don't know. Sure. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. My thing was like, at some point, he's got to get knocked out. Mm-hmm. And it's got to seem like she's about to like sit down and fart all over his face to kill him.
Oh, she's going to fart bag his face.
And yeah, that's a term.
Yeah.
Fart bagging?
It's like fart bagging is now.
Yeah, it's where you take a Hy-Vee bag, you fart in it, and then you hold it down over their face so they stop breathing. It has to be Hy-Vee
bag. The Midwest grocery chain.
And so right as she's about to do it, though, Rupert somehow slaps those Thunderpants on her.
She's like, "What? No."
But how's he
can't.
do it?
You can't. Yeah. How
Does he? Did he like rig a like catapult gun type
Invent
thing?
a gun that shoots Thunderpants.
But how does it get on her?
Fuck, I don't know.
Is it like
it's
Iron
a movie
Man?
about people flying with farts, Drew. I don't know.
Is it like get on the front and then it like?
Snaps.
Yeah, it's some like
Snaps
Iron
around
Man
back.
technology where it's like.
So maybe it's not the original Thunderpants. Maybe it's Thunderpants v3.
Thunderpants 3.
Mach 3.
Thunderpants 3. Used for prison sentences.
And she's gonna get a fucking firing squad.
And then, oh no.
No, yeah.
I don't think we can kill the sister.
Then Paul Giamatti comes flying up,
Is
stops
there-
firing squad, and takes her. This
Do we
time
want to
he's
leave
evil.
her as the villain, or is there a way where like he has an opportunity to defeat her and he just like holds out his hand and he's just like, "My sister, I love you."
Nah, I want her as the villain.
I want her to rot in federal
She
prison.
will rot in federal prison.
Keep her alive, but put her in prison.
Okay.
Yeah, so then we
With their
leave it
special
over for a sequel.
fancies.
We want a franchise. This is gonna be a franchise for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be gold.
For sure. And then the movie ends like they're like happy together. The friend and him are happy together, and then it ends with NASA approaching them and being like, "We need you."
There's a special initiative we need your help with.
And that's and then that's how we get NASA in, but that's how it ends.
And then
It's
there's a
sequel.
girl who also farts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It is no
He sees it.
he is approached by a woman from NASA who is just a farting machine, but they need 2 farting machines to complete their mission.
But he's like, "How can I trust you?" And then she like lets out a fart right then, and then like,
And he's like,
there's a wink at the
smiles as it zooms in, and then credits.
Who would you be your ideal casting for the characters? Because
Oh, we want to recast?
I feel it's a reboot.
Paul
Yeah.
Giamatti's got to come back.
Rupert Grint still plays the same character that is supposed to be 9. Like he's still in.
Are
it.
they 9 though? Like, or is
Yeah,
it gonna
about
be-
there.
Yeah, they say like it's a
No,
small
but like
man
in
looks
our
like 9
gritty
to 10.
reboot, is it a 9-year-old?
Okay, maybe it's a 10-year-old. I guess.
Fine, Drew.
Want to hit that pre
11, fine. Drew, what do you want?
All right, so Jonah Hill.
Okay.
Yeah, Jonah Hill's the dad, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Tobey Maguire is Patrick Smash for sure.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, we need to get him back in the superhero business.
Okay,
It's hot right now.
I miss him.
I miss him. I do.
So the sister is obviously Aubrey Plaza.
Olivia Munn. Oh, okay. Aubrey Plaza. No, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I
Aubrey
feel like it's a
Plaza.
good casting.
So wait, the deadbeat dad is Jonah Hill, who I think is younger than Tobey Maguire.
Yes.
Makeup. It's amazing.
Yeah, you see.
And he just keeps getting killed. We gotta kill him one more time in the middle of that movie.
Maybe as an after credit scene, he's like, I finally
He
made
gets
it back.
up, he spits out a bullet, he's like, "I'm okay."
And
And then
he
It's a heart attack and dies.
he gets shot with a pair of
he
Thunderpants.
steps on a whoopee cushion and slips, and it makes the farting noise as he's falling.
He steps on a whoopee cushion and makes the fart noise. He's like, "Oh, good." And then he takes another step and steps on a landmine. It was a landmine factory.
Yeah.
Why was he there? Who knows?
The orphanage was actually built on the old landmine.
It was a front for a landmine factory, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's the dad. Josh. No, not Josh Gad. Jonah Hill.
Josh
They
Hill.
swap out between Jonah Hill and Josh.
Yeah, we're not supposed to know, but
Seemingly at random.
it's kind of like how they had Mary-Kate and Ashley in Full House. Also, is Mary-Kate and Ashley going to be in this movie?
Maybe they both play the woman at the end.
Yeah, and they like every
Or
like
it's
camera angle change. It's the other one. Like they switch
everyone,
it.
and then a third one being Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah, Elizabeth
as well,
Olsen's
in there as well.
She's the one who winks at the end.
It is still Rupert Grint. Anyone else we need to cast?
The mom, I guess we could cast, but she's
Also
only in
Aubrey
a couple
Plaza.
scenes. Yeah, Aubrey Plaza.
No,
Olivia
Olivia
Munn.
Munn.
An old woman. Olivia Munn. An
Yes.
old woman outfit.
Yeah, for sure.
And well, who plays Paul Giamatti?
Well, we've written Paul Giamatti's character out.
No, doesn't he drives up and saves the sister from getting shot by the firing squad at the end.
No, what?
No, she just gets shot.
Oh, we need to. I guess Paul Giamatti could play one of the mobsters.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he could be a good mobster. Yeah. But there's 2 other mobsters as well.
All right. So who plays the mobsters?
Paul Giamatti is one of the family. He's the head of the Giamatti family.
John Goodman.
Goodman.
Oh, Goodman.
And Kiefer Sutherland.
Well, all right. I was gonna say Keanu, but yeah,
Keanu Sutherland?
Keanu's also just
Keanu Sutherland would be good.
Keanu's an Easter egg. He's just in the background.
It's just sad Keanu sitting on a bench.
Him and fucking Jimmy Buffett hanging out in the background.
Sure.
Oh, Jimmy Buffett. I thought you meant Warren Buffett. And I was like, that's so weird.
Jimmy Buffett and Warren Buffett.
The Buffetts.
Who's Warren Buffett again?
He's the super rich guy from Omaha.
Berkshire Hathaway.
Yeah. Union Pacific. He's very wealthy.
I'm getting that. I don't know who that is. I've definitely heard his name.
So they are in the movie, him and...
all the Buffetts.
Yeah, Jimmy Buffett and Warren Buffett. And
they're going through a buffet.
They own a buffet, actually. A buffet
Ooh.
chain called the Buffett Buffet.
Old Country Buffett.
Get Warren Buffett on the phone.
Okay.
I've got an idea to pitch.
We got it. Is that it? Is there an after credits scene? Or do we already do that?
We did. That's the dad. That's the first after
The
credits
dad,
scene.
yeah.
The final after credits scene
Is
is
the girl
the sister.
Yeah.
getting
Henry
shot
Lee's
by a
not
firing
terrible.
squad.
And then, but she's still alive somehow.
She like all the bullets melt because of her farts.
But like,
Ooh.
yeah, they think that she's wearing the Thunderpants
Yeah.
that are containing
Turns out she had painted them on. She wasn't actually wearing
It's weird,
Thunderpants.
but all right. And so she farts and everyone passes out and she just walks out of the prison as people are falling from the walls.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 when
Yondu's
all the people are
stabbing all them.
flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I picture. And then
Exactly
there's a
that.
song playing.
Come on, a little bit closer, you're my kind of man.
Yeah, that's
So
song.
big and so strong. All right, we officially fixed Thunderpants.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that will truly be fixed.
Well, I think it's a lot better.
It definitely is.
I say we should probably rate the original Thunderpants.
Oh, jeez.
So give it half a star. Do not watch. It was just not worth watching.
I'll give it a half a star as well. But we'll say do watch it. You won't be disappointed.
Well, yeah, I guess it's kind of hard to be disappointed when you have no expectation.
Yeah, go
Nick,
into it with
I'm
zero.
giving it 1 fart out of 10.
Ooh.
That's a pretty good rating,
So
actually.
that's actually that's on par to
So you've heard it here
0.5 out of 5.
first. That's Nate's favorite movie.
Number 1 in my heart.
Now,
Number 1 in my heart.
better than Back to the Future, right?
Oh my god.
Back to the farture.
Oh!
Got it! Woo!
You said this fucking
Oh, hey,
podcast.
Hey, Farty McFly.
Oh my god. I thought of that earlier when we were doing the thing, but I wasn't going to say it because
Fart Brown.
Doc Fart.
Doc Fart.
Fart Brown.
All right, now we need to write Back to the Future, except with farts incorporated. The DeLorean runs off farts.
1.21 gigafarts. Put your butt in this hole. We gotta get back to the future.
Marty, I need you to fart in this hole.
Marty, it's your farts.
obviously.
It's your farts, Marty.
What does he say when he performs a song and it's ahead of their time? He's like, your parents will love it. Or your kids will love
Your
that.
kids will love it.
Yeah.
Your farts will love that.
Your kids will love
Was
farts.
he just like fart into a microphone for like 2 minutes straight?
Hey, here's that new sound you're looking for. Your kids will love farts.
See, that took us 2 seconds. We wrote a fucking better movie than this. Actual
Yeah, I agree. We definitely wrote a better movie.
Not the
than
Back to the Future, then fucking Thunderpants. I'm talking about. God damn it.
And Biff is not trying to make out with Marty's mom.
Trying to fart in her
He's
mouth.
there. He's hotboxing her in the car.
No, okay, this has been Headline Heroes. Tanner, please fucking take us away.
All right, yes, this was special edition number 8, I believe,
Yes.
of Headline Heroes. We didn't create anything really. We rebooted Thunderpants and we made it better. So if anyone makes that, you'd owe us money.
Yeah.
At this time, as always, we want to thank Brett Jacobson for the fart. For the art he
Feel good
made.
about that?
I said fart. That's why I stopped.
Yeah.
He said art.
Yeah.
He said
Okay.
art.
Yeah, I get it.
No, I said art.
Yeah. Okay.
We want to thank Brett for the art he made. Also,
Farts he's made.
Brett makes very good farts. He does.
He's the original can of soup or whatever it is. I don't know.
Cup of soup.
Cup of
He
soup.
He's
I'm
a
sorry.
can of soup.
Oh, so you guys grew up with
It's
cups, I
it's
guess.
2 hands.
yeah, the can of soup was 2 hands. He came in my room one night. He said, "Hey Tanner, this is a cup of soup," and he farted in his hand and he held it up to my mouth. I said, "Brett, how'd you get in here?"
Nathan, thank Carl, please.
We also want to take this time to thank Carl Sorensen. He made the music you heard at the end and the beginning and all the post-production in between. If you'd like to work with Carl on any sort of musical project, podcast, or otherwise, feel free to reach out to him at carljsorensen.com.
If you have any articles you'd like to send us, you can send them via email, headlineheroescast@gmail.com. Our Twitter, @headline_heroes. Give us a follow there as well. We have a subreddit, r-headline heroes. We have something else.
We have
before
phone
the
number.
voicemail.
Call us.
Something else before the.
Oh, okay. Well, don't call us.
Oh, we have a Facebook group. So follow us there. We also have a voicemail. Please call in if you've ever seen the movie Thunderpants. We do actually want to hear from you. And give us your hot takes. But that number is 319-596-6766. So thank you for joining us, and we hope you'll pick up the next issue of Headline Heroes.